Good day, YouTubers. Thanks for joining me. This is video number 45 in my series of videos on Ontario Northland NHO scale. And today we're taking a look at the Rapido trains, 52-foot 6-inch mill gondolas. These were released in 2019 by Rapido. There had been a previous release of mill gondolas by Rapido, but Ontario Northland had not been included in that production run. But the subsequent run here, they did a large number of Ontario Northland cars. They had 4 different 6-packs available, so 24 road numbers total. Being obsessive compulsive about Ontario Northland, I have acquired all 4 of those 6-packs. They offered them in 2 different paint schemes. And the green progressive paint scheme that you saw in these gondolas in the 70s and 80s, and then the blue and yellow Chevron paint scheme repaints that were prevalent in the 90s right through to today. So these are prototypically accurate cars. They are based on the Hawker Siddeley built gondolas that were built out of Trenton, Nova Scotia, built in 1967. So these cars are beautifully prototypical. They're very well done. We'll talk about the car numbers here first. So I've got the first 6-pack in the green progressive scheme on the rails already. So we've got car 5000, 5016, 5036, 5054, 5069, and 5083. Now I've got the second 6-pack in the progressive paint scheme on the rails now, and we've got car number 5006, 5022, 5041, 5060, 5077, and 5090. Now we have the first set of the modern Chevron paint scheme cars, and we've got car number 5003, 5012, 5025, 5039, 5061, and 5087. And now we have the final 6-pack, again in the modern paint scheme. We've got cars 5009, 5019, 5030, 5052, 5073, and 5095. So taking a look at this car in a little more detail here now. This is car 5090 in the earlier as delivered progressive paint scheme. First comment I forgot to mention earlier is the road series there, the 5000 series numbers. That is prototypically accurate. The Ontario Northland did have 100 of these cars in the 5000 through to 5099 number series. You can see the very fine detail on this car that we've become accustomed seeing with other Rapido models. You can see the fine riveting on the side of the car there, the prototypical accurate channeling and such of the supports on the side of the car, the correct as delivered dreadnought ends on the car. These were called drop-end gondolas because the ability to drop the one end of the car. Now there is the ability to slide them out and remove them here. And just another great high-quality car from Rapido. Can't say enough about their products, and guess I'll leave that out and try and put it back in with a little more due attention. But yeah, just a great looking car. All the micro lettering there is nice and sharp. You've got gray painted boards in the bottom of the car, and of course that classic Rapido underbody with all of the accurate car specific details. So now taking a look at the modern Chevron paint scheme. This is car 5095. Again, same as the previous car, same Same exact details, but everything seems to stand out a little bit more in the blue and yellow, including those separately applied grab irons and handrails and such. A beautiful, great looking car. And a must-have for any Ontario Northland modeler who's modeling anything from the late 60s through to the present day. Now, something that I nearly forgot to talk about is if you're taking a look at these modern paint scheme cars and comparing them to photos, you might notice some difference in the style of the end of the car. That's because Ontario Northland did rebuild 90 of 100 of these cars with solid ends, as opposed to the dreadnought style ends that you see here. I will leave it there. I will try and get another video up very soon. Again, taking a look at another Rapido product. 2019 was a big year for Ontario Northland fans, with not only these mill gondolas becoming available by Rapido, but also the FP7s, which is what we'll take a look at next. Thank you and have a good day.